That was funny. That episode of Billy and Mandy. Billy was in love with that creature, but she was in love with Grim. And he's just like, look, I'm throwing my body at you. He's like, I just want to be with you. She like, I ain't trying to hear it. She was like, we might look alike, but that dude, Grim over there, is just all bones, man. She said, give me the Grim Reaper. And then what's his name? Billy was just like, oh, word. Oh, word. I He said, let the Grim Reaper come my way. He said, that's he gonna be scared of something, all right. Billy used to have his big old nose. He used to swing on him.
I feel like we watched a different show, man.
Yeah, no, all that. Yeah, no. We definitely watched a completely different show.
I'm like, he watched that one on Tubi or something.
On Tubi? I was the one that was switching the channels on the Super Bowl when everybody was watching the Super Bowl. I was the one that changed the channel. See, I keep going. I need to get off of Twitter because I keep seeing stuff trending and I'm curious. But then I'm just like, screw it. I'm not curious.
The thing is, you'll never know why. You'll go in there and it'll be like the most random thing.
Right, yeah. That's why I'm like, is it that deep? Is it that deep? Huh. Let me see. Whilst I'm doing more show prep as we go live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. I'm glad you guys are doing. I'm glad you're up today. As we just putting on the finishing touches. I'm trying to get one of the foolish things that we're going to talk about today. Because look, this is going to be a spicy. This is going to be a spicy episode. I promise you. I'm gonna spoil the topic here. Devin, you look tired, man. You just look like you defeated. What's up with that?
Yeah, it's just been life lately.
It's just been life. You doing the best podcast, the best wrestling podcast, and you just can't smile.
Man, that's how tough it's been. I'm trying my best.
I'm trying to fight for my life. Like, man, I'm just like, can we get a key? Can we get something? He just, just a big fish, low pond, trying to swim my way out of here. Like, what is it? What's going on?
See what I'm saying? When I come on here with like shades and long sleeve shirts, it's an issue. When I come on and be a reasonable human being, they don't want that no more.
See, that's the thing. You're not being a reasonable human being. You just like, what y'all want to hear from me?
Yeah, I'm like,
y'all get 2 minutes of my takes, and I'm out of here.
I'm like Cody Rhodes. Like, what do y'all want to talk about?
What do y'all want to talk about? See, well, let's get right into it, man. Let's just get right into it. Hello, all, and welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah Jackson Jr. Devin Lee Crimes alongside you. Devin, how you doing today?
We hanging in there.
In there.
We're like on monkey bars, we swinging out there in the park, but like we good.
Look, man. Look, can I complain to you? You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I asked that. I'm just complaining to you anyway. Look. I gotta complain to you. Man. I gotta complain to everybody that's listening on Spotify, Wild110. Hey, Wild110. Everybody that's listening right now, we got a problem. For those that watched AEW this week, they were in Phoenix, Arizona. Devin's giving away my location. Devin, I am a resident of Phoenix, Arizona. I was Hammond, Indiana. I know in the intro, y'all gonna be like, oh, you're a liar. You're a liar. That's not what Kylan said. Kylan be making up stuff. But let's blame Kylan. But no, look, they were in Phoenix, Arizona. I had a whole week planned. Not only was they in Phoenix, Arizona, I'm at work. I'm slaving at work, sweating bullets, making sure we go to break on time. And you know what the crazy part is? My phone, ding, I got a Facebook notification. It was something stupid, but I still open it up. Jamie Hayter is gonna be at this meet and greet. I'm like, word. God, you playing a trick on me. How close is this from my crib? 12 minutes away? God, you playing tricks. God. They're like, you playing tricks on me. Not only am I gonna meet Jamie Hayter. Yeah, Britt Baker was there too, but I'm gonna meet Jamie Hayter. Not only am I gonna meet Jamie Hayter, I'm finna go to AEW the next night. I'm finna watch MJF. I'm finna watch Bryan Danielson. You know, and then not only that, on Saturday, AWF had this huge February event featuring Chris Masters, the Brian Kendrick, Brittany Brooks, Paradox, Aiden Cole, people that were familiar with the program that were on here already. I'm like, word. This is wrestling heaven. Not only that, we on the road to WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. Look, bro, I was hyped. My leg, it's come Tuesday, bro. Tuesday, I'm finna meet Jamie Hayter. My leg shaking at the table. I run out. As soon as we get off air, I'm like, boss, man, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta get up out of here. My soulmate waiting on me. Oh, well, Izzy, well, if you gotta leave, I don't even want him to finish the sentence. I'm out of there, bro. I don't even lock the door. I think somebody broke in and stole a couple stuff. I could care less because I'm finna meet Jamie Hayter, bro. You know what's crazy? I went home. You know I'm lying. Devin, no, I'm not lying. I promise you. I went home. I took a shower. I work at a radio station. All I do is sit there, ladies and gentlemen. I took a shower when I went home. I put my hair together. I combed my hair. I put my fresh Jordans on, my white and black Jordans. I put 3 times the amount of cologne that a human body should have. I get in my car, turn on the engine, back up, look back. I'm finna meet the love of my life. I pull up in the street, get to the stoplight. Bro, I'm ready. I found a love for me. I'm singing Ed Sheeran, bro, because that's what I'm about to sing to Jamie Hayter, bro, when I get to this spot. I'm getting to the light turned green, man. As soon as the light turned green, push the gas, my car, blip, 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 blip. I'm back and forth, right and left. What is going on, Lord? I look down, engine light blinking. Oh, come on, Lord. No. Lord, I'll push this car to Jamie Hayter if I got to. Lord, don't do this to me. I'm over here trying to see if I got some spidey senses, trying over here pointing at buildings, see if I can swing my way out of this situation. Bro, man, my car breaks down. I'm in the middle of the street. The only way I could get is home. I don't meet Jamie Hayter. My car is still in the shop. Because my car is in the shop, I had to Uber to work. Since I have to Uber to work, the finances all over the place. Devin, I missed meeting Jamie Hayter. I missed AEW. And I missed AWF's special event yesterday. Sick! I'm sick, I tell you, man. I am sick. I was supposed to talk about my marriage coming up today, Devin.
That's quick.
You don't.
I ain't saying that. I'm not saying you. How can I say it? Look,
bro. I promise you, I was finna go in there. I was literally finna go in there. I had 4 guys with me. I was like, if you could sign this real fast, and let me just back up real fast. We started dancing. I turned around. I don't love her. I tried to tell myself. Come on, bro. I had it all together, planned out, and now she doesn't know I exist. She doesn't. She has no idea. She's never seen a human like me ever in her life. Never. That's what she don't understand, man. I hope somebody got that out somewhere.
That part was kind of funny.
Yeah, that's a hate me now. Hate me. This is a song. But look, man.
It kind of works because it's Jamie Hayter. You can hate me
Jamie Hayter, man. I miss seeing my wife, man. I could have been married right now. I could have been I literally could have been walking out there in AEW, flipping Rick Ross's hat off his head, man. Don't you disrespect Jamie Hayter like that. Look, bro, we could have had something special, bro. I had this planned out and my heart was broken. Can you understand my heartbreak today?
I definitely understand. But only way I can look at it, Gotta take your.
This isn't funny, man. You see, man.
Well, I see. Look, I'm not. Look, how about this? How about this? Let me give you straight Devin Hill turn. Wisdom here. It looked like you had all the cards on the table, and everything was set to go, but the card disagreed, and I mean you tried to push and everything. I heard you threw your back out trying to lift the car and everything, and they had to cart you to the hospital and your car in tow. No pun intended. And yeah, man. I mean,
you ain't got nothing to say, man. Do you hear the worst counselor in America trying to handle my situation, Lord? Do you hear the worst?
I'm trying to be frank here. I mean, you get sometimes you just.
I hope every high school look at this. Don't hire Devin as a counselor. Don't hire Devin as a counselor.
I'm gonna tell the students what it is.
I got an F in class. Hold your L's.
Yeah, you get it. The teacher ain't out to just scam somebody to get an F. You must have did it yourself or didn't do it.
The wrestling gods scammed me.
I mean, what can you do? You can't go knock on their door and say, what's going on with this? This and that was supposed to happen. You're supposed to look at it.
Roman's been champion for almost 1,000 years. What have you done to pray to this wrestling god? What have you been saying? What have you been saying to this?
You gotta think. This has been going on since 2015. I have the tweets. All right, I've been in the trenches, man. It's been tough. And I took my L's. I would come to school, I'm big dog. I'm not a bad guy. I'm the, with all that crap. And you know what? It took some while, but real people persevere. And that's what you're gonna do. You ain't gonna let this hold you back. No, Jamie hit. She gonna come back around town. Why are you scared? Don't be afraid.
Look, this love of Jamie Hayter started last year of 2022. You just told me you've been waiting since 2015 for Roman to come up. Roman's come up started in what, 2020? You telling me I got 4 more years to wait for Jamie Hayter?
Results may vary. I was trying to say that at the
results
end.
Results may vary. You know what I hear? You know what that means? Hey, it happened to me, but don't take my word for it.
Well, see, no, what I'm trying to say is I'm not saying that it won't happen. I'm saying at the time it may be different. Just because I had to wait a good 5 years don't mean you gotta wait 5. You may have to just wait 2.
Well,
maybe even 1.
I shouldn't have to wait. My time was now. And she didn't see me. She definitely didn't see me because my car broke down.
Look,
it was nothing to see, man.
I'm pretty sure the venue that they were in would love to have them back again, and
she ain't gonna be champion. Yeah.
That's that doubt I'm talking about. See, back then I wasn't like, man, Roman not gonna be champion in 5 years. I believed it. You gotta believe it before you achieve it. See, man. See, he trying to discredit the vision I'm trying to place. That's like I crack open the book. And you won't even let me get past the table of contents before you say this book is bad. See. Let's get through the appendix first or something. Man, you got to keep your head up like Tupac.
See, this is exactly why you was going to be waiting outside of our wedding, man. I had another best man pick for this, man. You got, man. I don't feel any better. But no, look, enough of me pouting, enough of me complaining. Let's just get right into the show.
We're gonna start wrestling guys. They heard what you said about Liv Morgan.
Look, let's make a deal. Let's see whoever we gotta have a bet to see who meets who. If you gotta meet Liv Morgan before I meet Jamie Hayter. I don't care.
Wait a minute. Why you already get a first attempt?
What do you mean? Why I get a first attempt?
That's like we making a free throw contest and you.
Oh my god!
You go up there, you break the first one, and then you. Hey, I bet you.
Hey, man.
Say this with a straight face. How does that work? That's like. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like they come to Chicago a whole lot more because wrestling WWE go out. Now you got multiple chances. They go out to Indianapolis. They go out to Elkhart. They go out to Chicago. They go out to Rosemont.
What's your excuse? You live in a pretty busy city.
If they ain't showing up in Phoenix, they ain't coming.
If they ain't showing up in East Chicago or around here, then ain't nobody trying to freeze over.
That's the difference. If it ain't around East Chicago, you ain't going. It's like if WWE don't come to Phoenix, I got no choice.
The thing is, that's what I'm saying. We gotta look at it. East Chicago and Phoenix. Have you ever heard Roman Reigns on SmackDown go, East Chicago?
Damn it.
Acknowledge me.
They do live shows out there. I just named out like 9 different cities that's a drive away from this man.
Yours was 10 minutes away. Don't you realize I gotta drive at least a good 50 to an hour? And then you gotta times that by 2 because I still gotta come back home.
I guess you don't love living working, man. Because I would have did it for
no, it's not even. So why did you?
So I did because my car broke down.
The excuses, man. You could have ran.
I was trying.
You could have got on. You could have got on your Forrest Gump.
No, I was trying to push it, man. I was Corbin Blue, man. I was trying to push it, man. It ain't right. This ain't right.
I think we could go from there. Then I guess.
Yeah, we good. We could go about this all day, but we're gonna make this quick. We just have a short little review of pretty much what went down throughout the week. We can start off with Raw. Pretty much, Sami Zayn walked up to Kevin Owens and was like, bro, we could do this together. We could take down the bloodline together, my bro. And Kevin Owens was like, you right, but that's exactly why we ain't gonna do it. Because that's your problem and not mine, pretty much. So, I mean, to sum it up, frankly, Kevin Owens is just like, hey, man, that's your problem now. The only reason why I helped you is, yeah?
To sum it up, you were Sami Zayn and your car was Kevin Owens. You was all excited, man. We gonna do this, man. Just you and me, Kyle. We gonna get to this place, man. It's only 10 minutes away, and your car was just like, why don't you go ask your buddy Uber?
This isn't funny. This is funny. You're hurting my heart here. Oh, hey, man. Making me sick. This man's the only guy I say let's heal. He's the only guy I know that say let's move on. But hold on, let me fire you real fast. I got one more. Devin always got one more in the chamber.
I couldn't help it. That correlation was too good.
Bodies in video games, man. That's his problem. But yeah, that's I don't even want to hear. Tell us how you feel about that. Tell us how you feel about Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Well, actually, I thought that was a perfect way to handle that because I would have thought they would have did the cliche like, you know what, you're right. We tried this separate, but now we're together. Nah, Kevin Owens. I give him one thing: his character is consistent, and he don't forget stuff. If you did that man wrong in the past 6 to 8 months, he will remember.
That is a great point. Kevin Owens do not forget it all. That's kind of what I kind of like about the character. Just Kevin Owens in general. I know a lot of people love to hate him. And you could put me in there as well, because I love to see that man on TV, and I don't care what he does. He's just gonna entertain me regardless. What's up, Justin Time? Hold up, Justin. How are you, man? I'm not really that enthusiastic. If you just rewind it if you want to understand. It's just I don't want to talk about it. But long story short, yeah, no, I honestly agree that this was a perfect thing to do with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, because look, they got a long history. They've been beating the crap out of each other for as long as me and Devin been alive, pretty much. So just with the history like that, there's so much you guys have gone through. Just because you're at the the big time WWE, and even in WWE, they betrayed each other on numerous occasions, twice this year. It's just like at some point it has to come to, yeah, we're friends, yeah, we'll help each other. But man, I ain't fighting your battles, man. We ain't kids no more. It's just like if you getting beat up, you getting beat up. I ain't saving you, so it is what it is. So that's how I think it was pretty much going, and I think that was just a great lead up to how this storyline's going, and then that also draws us to pretty much Cody Rhodes and Paul Heyman. Cody Rhodes, number one, was having mic trouble, so I guess he wasn't mad at Paul Heyman as much as he was mad at a microphone. But it was just yeah. What did you make of Paul Heyman and Cody Rhodes encounter?
I thought it was solid. I'm hoping that's the last one of that caliber because there's only so many times you could just do Cody and Paul. But I get it. You say Roman for the good stuff. the final touches. But regardless of all that, I thought that segment was good. I thought Paul Heyman gave off real enemy vibes. Like he was like, Roman's a married man, but I'm not. Like that just sounded like some evil, like I don't know, some type of character somewhere.
When he said that, I expected the romantic music to come out. I was like, "Whoa, what's happening here?" But
I ain't think none of that was stuff. I ain't know what he was talking about. I was like, buddy, out here being creepy, man.
Yeah, I was like, Paul Heyman.
He got the thing on his neck, so he's like, I'm not.
Yeah, I was like, I seen the way he was talking to Caleb Braxton a couple years ago. Look, man, Paul Heyman can be spicy when he want to. He got that spice soon. But
spicy wise, man.
But I mean, other than that, man, besides,
that didn't come out the way I thought it was. So.
Look, I was just gonna leave it. I was just gonna leave it as it is.
I appreciate that.
But look, man, even with everything that went on throughout Raw, like I mean, even with Charlotte pretty much frying Dominic, saying I got a real Latino, pretty much I got a real Latino man at home. That's pretty much it. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. That's exactly what she said. Like, and Dominic. Pretty much.
That was SmackDown, ain't it?
That show was on SmackDown. I don't see, man. I'm so heartbroken.
Well, no. But see, I Dominic gets on Raw mostly, so I can understand that. I was kind of like, why are you here anyway?
Well, Dominic just killed every time he's on TV. The man just cracks me up because he's just like, man, you're gonna run this roster just like how I used to run my block. Like, bro, you grew up in San Diego. Like, you're 619, bro. Come on now. I'm like, we seen you in multiple WWE events. Your dad and his best friend had to fight over you, and you still ungrateful. Like, come on. Man.
I will say he has made a huge improvement to some type of character work. If we talking about like this point to last year at this point,
I kind of just want him to grow up here already.
I see what you're saying.
Like, it's cool that he can hide behind Rhea all the time, but I at least want him to be like, look, man, you ain't finna play with me. It's just like, I want a little bit of Dominic.
It's gonna take that one person, like a Ricochet or something.
Now, why? Ricochet busy. Ricochet busy building his own self with a monster among men.
He got time for that too. Heck.
Nah, he got time. He got time to build up a tag team division. He got time to try to revive a tag team division because this tag team division, it's just the Usos and then everybody else pretty much. But Devin, anything that kind of stood out to you on Raw?
That was pretty much it.
I couldn't really think of nothing else huge. Lita kind of still annoys me. I can really care less about what damage control is doing unless they wrestling. To be honest, I just care about the wrestling. Like at this point, no storylines right now was kind of sticking out for me at all. Justin comes in and says this Cody and Paul Heyman segment was probably the weakest segment of the build so far. Yeah, it was kind of weird. He said Heyman basically asked Cody if he's willing to make all the sacrifices to be a champion. Basically, Cody coming back to WWE, the place where you're on the road 300 plus days, says it all. And yeah, he talked about, he named all of Roman Reigns pretty much events that Roman Reigns have done. Pretty much he was just going off about how busy Roman is. It was just like, can you even handle that? Yeah. Oh, I thought.
I was just.
You know what? Yeah. Nothing. I'm gonna ignore it. But look, man. Yeah, he just came up with are you even able to handle the responsibilities of just being champion, of being just being the one? And that's a real question because Roman's been a busy man. Yeah. Oh, I thought you said something. My bad.
I'm just being happy over it. That's all. Like
this man was just depressed before we turned the cameras, before we turned the mics on. This man was like, well, we're living good. We're living good, man. You brought a Roman. He just, you know. This man kicking his feet. We can't even see it. He's swinging his feet back and forth. He just like, it's just Roman, man. It's Roman. This dude, man. Nah,
just give me a second. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, man. Y'all should have seen how heavy this man was. But look, if you don't go, please go to YouTube. I don't know what the timestamp is, but I mean, all in all, that was pretty much Raw. Because pretty much we could care less about what's going on. Seth Rollins and Austin Theory, I mean, that is what it is. We're just waiting on John Cena to show up so Austin Theory can fry him and we can have this WrestleMania moment. That's my thoughts. But let's move on to pretty much SmackDown since I kind of already blew the lead on that one. Charlotte just pretty much chewing out Dominic and saying that pretty much she had a real Latina man at home. It's not that she ain't worried about Rhea at all, because it really don't sound like she's like freaked out about Rhea, but she knows Rhea's out for vengeance. She knows this isn't the Rhea that she fought back in WrestleMania. Devin, your thoughts on just how this whole thing is building up?
It's going pretty slow, but
it is slow.
They still got 2 more weeks. But yeah, it was just the whole thing with Dominic. I mean, it was okay. It's just when I see him talk by himself, I'm like, yeah, that's enough. Like, I guess I'm so used to like Finn Balor or somebody, cutting in. But that's like I said, it's an improvement from what he was doing last year, but it's still a lot that could be better. Which, I mean, I guess that's good. I mean, that way he can still constantly have stuff to improve on. But that's all I can really pull from that.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you can. I mean, even Rhea coming out, they going face to face, but pretty much Rhea not really doing anything. Nothing's really coming out of the whole thing. So yeah, it is taking its slow time. But right now, we just gotta pretty much wait and see for this whole thing. The Shayna Baszler and Ronda match, not match, but Shayna Baszler going up against Natalya. I could care less about. We could care less about all that because not really much is happening. How'd you feel about? Because I've seen a lot of people making a huge deal about this. How'd you feel about LA Knight after losing to Bray Wyatt? Comes out and loses to Kofi Kingston.
That's not where I thought it was going. I thought maybe I thought LA Knight would win just to get some type of momentum back. But I mean, through the match, it didn't make him look like a pushover. But at the same time, if somebody sees the result, they'll still go, he still lost though. And yeah, like I said, the way the match was it was together, it wasn't like he was just getting like squashed or something. Because I mean, it did go a decent amount. It took a while for him to be put away. But still, to come away from that, I guess that's why I don't be wanting people to feel with Bray Wyatt, because who knows how they're gonna come out of it afterwards. So it's like, what did you do after that? How do you come out? I want to go to WrestleMania. Well, you just lost to Bray Wyatt and got Uncle Howdy to try to land on you.
Seth Rollins is just pretty much just knocking at Vince's door. Please, Vince. I need to go to WrestleMania, Vince. I do anything to go to WrestleMania, Vince. Everybody can care less now. Like last year, it was a big deal. Oh, I gotta go to WrestleMania. We gotta fight 12 guys and their mom before you go to WrestleMania. That was last year. Now it just kind of seems like everybody just, well, it is what it is. Like, it's just like, I guess I'll be on the match card. It used to be a big deal last year. It was an insane deal last year. Now it's just, yeah, I'll be there, but I don't gotta wrestle, I don't gotta be there. But
that's just them focuses.
Yeah, it's just they don't. It's like it don't matter.
WrestleMania is really top heavy.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, for two days too.
Because like when you thinking about it, we should have back to like. That's what sometimes I'll be feeling like they should have like enough time. Money in the Bank is probably gonna stay at pay-per-view or a premium live event the way it is, but it should be something else where like we should be looking forward to like some type of Intercontinental championship feud or United States championship feud, and the tag teams should be doing a bit more. And I think that's why I'm like, it's so much emphasis really just on those 2 big titles that it's like everything else is kind of like, well, it's WrestleMania, so I guess you can be here, instead of it's WrestleMania and you should be here.
Right, yeah. Look, Madcap Moss could care less as long as he's with Emma, man. That's his WrestleMania. Like, let's be honest. Like, he could care less. And you seen how Walter was doing them. He could care less, man. He just wanted to go home and cuddle, man. He said, if this is what I got to see at WrestleMania, man, I'm cool being cuddled up, man. But look, let's go into that because that leads to that's a WrestleMania thing. Drew McIntyre, he was giving Walter, my bad. He was giving Gunther the same look that I would have gave Jamie Hayter if I would have showed up, man. You should have seen Drew McIntyre was looking at him like, hey, man, me and you at WrestleMania, we can do some magic, man. It's gonna be recorded too. Look, we can make money.
What recording gotta do?
No, he's just like that's how it is. He just said we could make some money off this, and I think they can. How do you feel about a Drew McIntyre Gunther match at WrestleMania?
It'd be lit. I really would like it. If it's anything in the ballpark of Sheamus and Gunther, then I'm all for it. Matter of fact, I'll do you one even better. How about a triple threat? I can't see it happening right now because obviously Drew and Sheamus are buddies, but something to throw out there. But I'd be satisfied with just a Drew McIntyre and Gunther match.
I think a triple threat match would be cold. Or I think after Sheamus already. Yeah, I think after Sheamus already then got the SmackDown put on him, and then right before that, having Roman pretty much beat the Irish out of him. It was kind of after that, seeing that was kind of tough to see. I think Sheamus need a little break. Just give it to Drew. Let Drew do all the work, and hopefully he loses. I do not want to see Drew win at all. And granted, I know he's coming off this Roman loss. I could care less. You're going up against Walter. Walter needs this. If Roman's going to lose his title to anybody, I want it to be Walter. I don't want it to be Cody. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I kind of hope Cody gets choked out at WrestleMania. Maybe not choked out. Maybe speared. Just speared. He don't got to get choked out. But I want to see Walter take this.
It'll be like Jim Ross. Oh, like the Tribal Chief rules again.
But that's the thing. I hope, and this is going off topic right now, I hope this turns into a transition to where we have longer title reigns. So like Roman hits 1,000, Walter comes in, Gunther comes in, Gunther takes the title from Roman. Gunther goes on a year and a half. He doesn't have to go 2-3 years like Roman. Just split it in half, year and a half. Just make it feel like it was important, and be like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Bring in Braun Breaker. This is where Braun Breaker comes in. You know, we're gonna just go on the list of people. And then eventually when me and you start going to the weight room, then we slide in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, stuff like that. So
you hear that, Braun Breaker? I'm coming for you, man.
Exactly. We're gonna do that to him with the quickness.
Let you know.
Justice says after coming off a lackluster feud, LA Knight should have gotten the win. Totally agree. Triple threat for the IC title match. For the IC title. I'm reading this all wrong. A triple threat for the IC title. Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and Gunther, and give the title to Sheamus by having him pin Drew so he can keep Gunther looking strong. I like that.
I like the way we thinking out here, man.
No, this is dope. We're like legit bookers. I mean, we actually could run this whole thing. But we're gonna get into that. We trust me. That's gonna be next thing we talk about. But look, man, I agree 100%. I want Gunther to lose this title already. Just so Gunther could be like, look, man, I don't want that little baby title, man. He's like, that's tricks for kids, man. Give me this Universal Title Championship and we can get this started. Like, I just feel like, and then not only that, Imperium versus Bloodline, man, that's cold. What bond is stronger? And with Jay already being all lopsided, man, you come on now, like this week, that's magic right there. That's gold. Justin also steps in when they finally split the titles. Gunther should be the one to win the Universal Championship. 100% agree. 110% agree. Devin, is there anything else on SmackDown that kind of wowed you the most, or anything that we forgot to mention?
That was pretty much it.
Yeah, wasn't really much taking place. It was kind of boring, to be honest with you. Wasn't really nothing of note. So let's just get right into the foolishness, Devin. Because I already explained why I'm mad at the world. I already explained why the wrestling guys hate my life. I don't want to get into that again. So let's just get into let's just get into some more hatred news. Let's go over these awards. Devin, I'm reading off just random wrestling awards. I'm not going to tell you where they're from, but obviously when I bring them up, you're going to know where they're from. The Lou Thesz Wrestler of the Year award was won by Jon Moxley. Outstanding Wrestler award went to Will Ospreay. Can't really argue that. Tag Team of the Year, FTR. Best on Interviews, MJF. Can't argue that. Promotion of the Year, All Elite Wrestling. Number 2 was Stardom. Number 3 was WWE for Promotion of the Year. Best Weekly Television Show, AEW Dynamite. Number 2, SmackDown. Number 3, Rampage. I think you're smoking an excessive amount of crack if you have Rampage. I'm sorry. That's you are insane. You got to get checked out. Match of the Year, Okada versus Ospreay, obviously. What else are we missing? United States MVP, Jon Moxley. Come on now. Women's Wrestler MVP, Bianca Belair was number 2. Number 3 was obviously Jamie Hayter. You know, you got to put it top 3. Feud of the Year, FTR versus Mark and Jay Briscoe. Most Improved was The Acclaimed. Most Charismatic, MJF. I'm just naming off these awards. The Bryan Danielson Award. Devin, can you guess who won that award?
Bryan Danielson? No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson won the Bryan Danielson Award. That was a hard one to say, right? That was a hard one, right? Right? Yeah, I know. It's just hard to fathom. Most Overrated, Ronda Rousey. At number 3 was Roman Reigns. Most Underrated was Konosuke Takeshita. Chad Gable was 2nd, and Ricochet was 3rd. But people gonna hate still. I don't see Lev Morgan up there, but it's cool. What else we got here? Rookie of the Year, Braun Breaker. Hook was number 2. Logan Paul got some votes in, number 3. Best non-wrestler, Paul Heyman, of course. Worst television announcer. Devin, if you had to guess all around who was the worst television announcer, who do you think would have won this award?
Excalibur?
Corey Graves.
What's wrong with Corey Graves?
Number 2 was Booker T.
Well, if anything, it should have been, what's his face? What's the guy? Kevin Patrick?
Kevin I respect Patrick's him. Awful. Kevin Patrick. I respect him,
but shoot, you know what?
I don't care what nobody say. Kevin Patrick is he needs to go somewhere.
I only said Excalibur because he sound like he about to pass out.
Worst major wrestling show was the Royal Rumble. Wow, okay. Best major wrestling show was Forbidden Door. Okay. Most disgusting promotional tactic. Vince McMahon appearing on television for a crowd pop after sexual misconduct allegations came out. Oh, okay. I don't think that's really. I just think he did that just to be a weirdo.
Somebody said they just stood there on TV. Oh my God.
Devin, what was voted the worst television show this year? In 2022, pretty much. Awards.
Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw won that award. Second place was NXT. Worst match of the year was Pat McAfee versus Vince McMahon. Can't really argue that. Can't really argue that one.
I don't even be calling that a match.
Right, exactly. Hey, worst feud of the year. The Miz versus Dexter Lumis. Definitely can't argue with that. Number 2 was worst feud of the year. Number 2, Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan. Wow, Liv Morgan finally getting a little spot here, Devin. Wow.
But I mean, think about who brought her to.
Think of what? Look, man. I'm just
saying her and anybody else.
I'm just reading facts.
That's Ronda Rousey fault right there.
Look, I'm just reading the facts, man.
You see, she got overrated.
They got well. You know, I'll look at that in a minute. I should go back to that. The worst promotion of the year was WWE. Best Booker and promoter of the year went to Tony Khan. Wow. Best gimmick with the Sami Zayn. Worst gimmick was Maximum Male Models. I actually seen when they debuted, and man, that was awful. Man, I was there in person, physically. I seen them do it, and it was awful, man. But yeah, those are the Wrestling Observer Awards.
Wait till they get Otis in the
Otis.
They've been having me cracking up for weeks, man. I'm sorry.
Oh man, look.
Maybe I'm the audience for that crap. You know, I mean, I don't know.
It just can't take it, man. But what is your thoughts on these awards?
Well, you know, some of them I can't argue. You know, obviously when they were like the worst few, you know, things like that. But the biggest one I got an issue with is that Rampage one, where it was like the best wrestling show. I mean, I don't even remember the last time I actually was motivated to watch a Rampage. Now we speaking 2021-ish. Yeah, you know, I watched a good 2 hour SmackDown. All right, you know, some Rampage ain't gonna hurt. But now you can't even pay me to watch Rampage after SmackDown. There's nothing that's advertised that makes me want to stay up for that.
Look, I got like 12 different questions on this list, man. Like, how did Jon Moxley beat Roman Reigns for Wrestler of the Year? That's something I won't understand.
I guess Roman gotta start bleeding more.
Tag Team of the Year. No, I can't really argue with that one. I guess I can't be. Promotion of the Year. How is WWE third? Have you seen a Stardom show, Devin?
I haven't.
I've never even seen one promoted. So it's just
they could at least been third place.
Best, and I'm with you with that best weekly television show. I don't understand. I mean, Dynamite, I guess. I don't. I 100% wholeheartedly disagree. But sure, some people are gonna argue. But it's just the fact that they be smacking them in these votes, and that just shows you how biased this whole thing is, and it's annoying to see. The United States / Canada MVP. Devin, top 3 is Jon Moxley, Roman Reigns, Chris Jericho. What has Chris Jericho done to be an MVP this year?
Just put himself on TV.
Literally has done absolutely.
I mean, all he did was hold the Ring of Honor championship and beat a bunch of people for no reason, and nobody came out of it any better or worse. So, and now he dragging Ricky Starks down.
You want to see how they contradict themselves? Actually, just missed this. Look at this. Listen to this. How are you Wrestler of the Year? How are you weekly must-see TV? But the MVP isn't in the top 3 in best box office draw. In pro wrestling, best box office draw, number 1 was Roman Reigns, number 2, John Cena, number 3, CM Punk. Where the hell is Jon Moxley at for you to even deserve this award?
See what I'm saying?
You know, because if you MVP, you must be drawing some money. You know, money must be coming in if you the MVP. Hey, LeBron, you could hold the MVP. Y'all came in last place. Y'all absolutely sucked. But you know what, man? You just been goated. You did. Matter of fact, you didn't suck. You were mediocre. Let me put some respect on AEW name. You guys are mediocre. The guy that you be like, I don't care how many championships that Jon Moxley held last year, because he held like 7 of them after the whole CM Punk incident. I don't care. I don't care what he's done throughout what he did last year, because all it was foolish. The AEW was just at the worst it could have ever been with the brawl for all. Me and Devin almost got into a fist fight over AEW because that's just how violent they are. They just fight over there. Welcome to the Salty Spittoon. How tough are you? That's AEW, man. When you walk in there, they put on the most disgusting like PR. They have the most disgusting like pretty much PR. What's the word? Weak, I guess you could say. With the brawl for all, MJF. MJF said, screw this, I'm out of here. Give me a championship, and I'll come back. Otherwise, I'm getting the hell up out of here. And what did he do? He got the hell up out of there. We were fiending for that man because CM Punk was champion, and we were still fiending for MJF to come back. So that's stupid. And CM Punk outdrew that. I don't get it. How are you all Roman Reigns, John Cena ain't even full time anymore.
I won't, that's why I won't even, because apparently, if I do get upset about this, and if I say something, it's gonna say a whole lot more about me than anything.
Yeah, I
If you
don't.
catch my drift.
You funny as hell. You funny as hell. Brian Danielson winning the Brian Danielson Award. That's gonna happen forever now, just because it's the best technical wrestler, and this man will never not be the best technical wrestler. That's my opinion. You can fight me if you want to. I'm in the mood. I'm definitely in the mood right now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be so serious about it, but yeah, no. Most underrated, most overrated. Ronda Rousey, most overrated. 100% agree. That's one award y'all got right. Having Roman at number 3, you tweaking. You should be ashamed of yourself. Like that's just straight facts. You're like, man, bath sauce is one hell of a drug. It's looking like, man, because this has been this is so jink, bro. Like we went over this last year. We went over some of these awards last year to show how biased these awards are, and it's stupid. Why? The only people that's making this a huge deal are the people winning these awards. Look, if anybody that follow AEW, Jon Moxley, 4-time superstar of the year, he won this and won that. So congratulations to our leader and the guy that died on the cross for us, Tony Khan. If it wasn't for him, none of us would be here. Like, bro, give it up. Like, obviously, if you're in a partnership with a guy, Dave Meltzer, and I'm not saying it's a paid partnership, I'm just saying he's not Ariel Helwani. Ariel Helwani is unbiased, as Michael Cole said. He's working around with everybody. It doesn't sound like that with Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer just wants to shit on AEW. Dave Meltzer just wants to crap on AEW, crap on WWE, talk about everything that's wrong with it, everything that's going on at AEW. Well, I mean, it's just growing pains, And Kenny Omega, well, he explained it to me when we were cuddling last night, and what he meant to say was like, bro, give it up. I'm sorry, I'm done with my rant, but I told you y'all gonna be heated today. But Devin, your final thoughts on pretty much the awards. I don't know why you're not as hot as me.
Because thing is, it's not gonna change, and when you realize who's making these votes, coming up with these results, that's when you look at it and go, you know what? Cool. We'll let the actual dollar signs speak for themselves. Because it's crazy that WWE is such a horrible promotion, but like every time I look up, they got all these record-breaking, gates and stuff doing better than they did last year. Ain't that what you're supposed to be? Yes. Isn't that what you're supposed to be doing? Better than what you did before? And it sounds like that's what WWE is doing. Now, I don't know if they're trying to gauge this based on WWE, like that first half of 2022 before, they changed up some stuff. But even before then, I don't think it was that terrible where it could be the worst promotion. I mean, you still got like NWA and stuff out there. Like, come on now. But yeah, I ain't gonna lose too much sleep because I know what the truth is, and it's gonna say a whole lot more about me than anything. I ain't gonna let that one go.
Exactly. Yeah. For those that don't know, I think we mentioned it on. Look, man, there was some lunatic. Some pretty much weirdo that just went on and on about pretty much, I forgot what we had said on Twitter, but he said something about AEW, something critical about AEW, and he was like, and the fact that you said that says a lot about you. What?
It was one of them Young Bucks match.
Yeah, it was a Young Bucks match that I just firmly disagree. It wasn't entertaining. I didn't really like it, and he went on to say that says a lot about you. Okay. I'm sorry that you're hurt so much.
That's like, hey, man, this food don't really taste all that good. That says a lot more about you. Man, you the one made it.
You're the one that exactly. What are we even talking about here? See, this is you want to know what I put into account? The PWI 500 list. That's something I actually keep putting into account too. Look, Roman Reigns number 1, CM Punk was number 2 because Okada took number 2, CM Punk number 3. Hangman Page was on a decent run, so can't really be mad at him for being there. Bobby Lashley was number 5. I meant to say Big E. Big E was top 10. Jon Moxley was number 12, man. And how are you winning Wrestler of the Year? Somebody explain that to me. Wrestling God, I know you're mad at me for having my car break down, But can you explain to me why Jon Moxley is just up there with you? Just because they just like that doesn't make any sense. But let's move on. I'm sorry. We didn't went on too long about this. Devin, let's get into something else that pisses me off. The Bella twins, man. Nikki Bella was on The Sessions with Renee Paquette. You already know what it used to be called. But she says, she goes on to say that Total Diva should have been praised more. She said, what we were doing was insane. We were literally at a point of almost beating the Kardashians in the ratings. Shut up. I'm sorry, bro. I got to call cap on that.
I watched that show. How dare you?
That's cap. I'm sorry. Total Divas. Hold on. Total Divas.
He said Total Divas.
That doesn't make any sense. Can you? Does that sound right to you? You know how much the Kardashians bring in?
Yeah, I just feel like they have a more. I just feel like they're higher in the popularity than Total Divas was, because I mean, I hear, and I say I personally hear, but you see more engagements with the Kardashian show than I really ever saw with Total Divas. Not saying Total Divas was like not a success, but not of that of the Kardashians, I would say. Bro, that is the statement that I would not have made.
Bro, I'm looking at look, Total Divas came out in 2013. The ratings was 1.3 million. The Kardashians had 2.8 million that year. There's no way. I can keep going year by year. There is no way.
They were on like longer than them too.
That's the thing. Yeah, it was long. So that's why would you even think that you're up there with them? Look, you're bringing in 1.2 million viewers. You're not even touching 2 million. Look at that. Justin also comes in and says that Meltzer does a terrible job hiding that he's more likely on the AEW payroll. He says the PWI 500 is a sham as well. I understand that part, but at least they're more realistic than Dave Meltzer. Because God damn it, like Dave Meltzer just makes it too obvious that he's just pretty much rubbing close on AEW, and it's annoying. Cut it out. Get some help, Devin. Okay, I'm sorry. I went through one sentence of Nikki Bella, and I had to just fact check her because she sounds stupid. But she said, we were shaking up the world. What a great time. We could have had the industry behind us, but instead they used it to turn it against us. As far as the boss, I felt like it was the first time he lost control of what he could make and not make. Because when Brie and I won Diva of the Year, we got in trouble and got yelled at. Okay, this is gonna be a struggle for me to read without no commentary. We came back so happy, and it was like, oh, because you brought all these new viewers, and the women are voting for you, and all these women are here. Everyone around was on the floor like the Bella twins are getting yelled at for being successful because it wasn't what they wanted because they were storytellers. They push who they want. I'm sorry, this is stupid. They push who they want the crowd to be behind. Perception is reality. That is WWE to a T. Even though fans think they own it, no. They laugh in the back. No, we owned it. And at the end of the day, we have full control. So I truly believe the Total Divas was the first thing they couldn't control. Devin, as I lose brain cells trying to understand what the hell she was saying, do you think the Total Divas was going to be this blockbuster success? Which, I mean, it was successful. I watched it. I ain't going to lie to you. I watched it for a good year and a half. I was a fan. But to say that it's up there with the Kardashians, you're smoking bath salts. I'm sorry.
I will say it was, to me, like a pretty good success, and I did watch it, the first few seasons, but I fell off after a while because, I mean, it was kind of like they started bringing in new people, and
new people sucked.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, unless you're gonna engage.
We saw like Rosa Mendez for a split second, and it's like, I don't care about you, to be honest, no disrespect, but you don't really wrestle. And when you do, you lose. So
that's what I'm saying. So I mean, You can't really focus a show on something that if I watch you on the show that this is kind of based on, and I don't care. Why would I care about the behind the scenes of it? You know, I'm not gonna watch a behind the scenes making of a movie that I don't like. I don't care how it was made. It's still trash. But her comments I don't really get, because I mean, I get it. You know, WWE probably at that time probably was a weird place, but I just can't see like you getting, you know, yourself over in some way, and they're just like, man, what the heck is you doing? You know, don't ever do that again. You know, and I understand sometimes WWE wants pretty much what they want you to want. I see what she was saying with that. I just wouldn't align it perfectly with what she was trying to correlate it to with their situation. I mean, that's like them taking Daniel Bryan backstage. Like, we want but we want Batista in WrestleMania main event, not you. You know, who do you think you are getting yourself over with these? Like, you know, I can't see that type of conversation happening. Because if people want something, they gonna pay for it, which means you gonna make money. I'm not gonna sit up here and step on somebody's foot because they making me money.
I know. I 100%, bro, couldn't agree more with what you just said. So much that I'm gonna add on to it, and it's gonna piss me off. So look, be ready for this, man. Look, you said she also says that, you know, they push who they want to push. That's WWE to a T. They said, oh, well, you won Divas Champion because, you know, we brought you all this success and we put you out and we did this and that and the other. And, you know, we put you on the spotlight and we got you there. Pretty much saying, yeah, you won the award because we got you that award. You know, and saying that, you know, little shoulder bump, elbow bump is what I meant to say. But Devin, wasn't Nikki Bella Divas Champion for like a year?
Yes.
Wasn't Brimo this random huge success, not because it was her, but because
they even made it the entire documentary centered around her, Brie Bella and Stephanie McMahon. I mean, It's not like there's somebody that was like, you know, lost potential where it's like we could have did this, but they didn't let us do that. Or we could have did this, but they didn't want to do this. Like, I don't know what else they want. Like, they had, to me, all the WWE Hall of Famers. Like,
that's my biggest problem. How can you they could care less. They would not have wrestled if John Laurinaitis didn't people power all in a Playboy magazine and seen them to and gave them a phone call. You know, it's like I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is just me clowning. I'm not saying this because I don't know what their childhood was like. But they were born and raised in Scottsdale, Arizona. Devin, I work in Scottsdale, Arizona. I can't breathe. You ever seen SpongeBob where he gave Squidward the bill and it was like $5 for breathing, $2 for like that's exactly what Scottsdale, Arizona is. Like, it's so expensive. Only rich people go there. I be in Walmart and people just, oh my God, he still wears those clothes are so 2009. Like, why isn't he? You don't have an Apple Watch on? Where's your AirPod at? Oh my, ew, loser. Take them weak Jordans off. We wear Air Maxes now, brother. Like, bro, like this. And you mean to tell, like, that's just where they're from. I'm just clowning. You know, I'm not saying they lived a perfect life, but they talk about how much they love wrestling, but yet you were so hyped about hearing Vader talk at an award ceremony. A deceased man, you know, at an award ceremony, trying to give it how WWE has done everything they can for them, and yet you still bitching. Like, come on now. And I don't mean to use that word. I don't mean to use that towards women. I meant to say.
And with me, the thing is, I'm not saying like they just did nothing for like the division. I would just say that people that came after them did a ton more for the division that they did. You know, when I look at like a Charlotte, a Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, you know, Bailey, you know, the four horsewomen, I look at them and I say they really transcended the division to where it is and where it's going. I'm not saying like the Bellas or anything held it back. I just don't see, you know, they keep saying how this movement, how they changed, you know, so many things and set so many things in motion, where I almost feel like if I was to delete that and I go from like the Michelle McCool's, the Melinas, and I just transition to where we are now, I can kind of see it. I mean, it kind of flows into it because I felt like that time those were great performers, but I feel like they should be the ones complaining a bit more. I feel like the Bellas had more for them than those women did, and I don't even hear them talk about it that much.
Look, man, there's only one person, with the exception of Brittany Brooks, and we love Brittany. Brittany was awesome. She was the only Bella fan that I have known that it was a women's wrestler. That was a Bella. That was a Brie Bella, Nikki Bella fan. We're not going to hear Bianca Belair. We're not going to hear Roxanne Perez. Nikki Bella paved the way for me. No. What did they do? Like, come on now. We gotta now for women, it's probably different. I could be be 100% all welcome to correct me if I'm wrong. But that's what I'm here to do, to speak my mind. And if I'm wrong, talk to me. Make me level-headed. But what
slap me.
Yeah, slap me. Call me a loser. Hit me with the rec attack. Do something. But just help me understand, how are they role models? How are they this huge movement when I don't see it at all? It's hard for me to see because I don't think they've done anything but just be in the way. I did like Brie Mo for a split second. I ain't gonna lie, I was a Brie Mo fan. If I'm more a Brie Bella fan than I am Nikki.
See, that's the thing. Like I said, I'm not taking away anything from them. It's just what they kind of add to it is what I'll put it like that. I'm not gonna say like they was just a waste of time. Like they, erased the whole Nikki Bella Divas Championship reign. I just feel the impact that they're saying that they made. I just don't think that's exactly the exact, measurement of what they did.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. And I'm still not a fan of it, but it's just a wait and see situation. That's also another thing that's also wait and see. AEW's All Access reality show is set to premiere in March. Also, Adam Cole says that he's making his announcement. He'll make his in-ring return the same night. I'm glad you got that out your system. I'm glad you got that pain. I mean, look, man. And
tossing and turning.
An All Access reality show. What's that mean? That was Tony Khan's big announcement that I missed because AEW was in Phoenix. But Tony Khan and Adam Cole pretty much made an announcement, said that they would air that following AEW Dynamite. It said Adam Cole, Britt Baker, Sammy Guevara, Ty Conti, Young Bucks, Saraya, Wardlow, and Eddie Kingston will all appear on the show. Khan says that we're always looking for new ways to engage with the fans and give them unique access to our incredible talent. With the new All Access series, they'll have a chance to peek behind the curtain into the lives of their favorite wrestlers like never before, to show the human side of some of the larger-than-life figures, and will give the fans a rare perspective about who these wrestlers are when the cameras typically aren't on. Devin, if you're just swinging on each other backstage, is it really safe to start having cameras around? If you already got to hide the Brawl for All evidence, you got to hide that Andrade smacking the taste out of Sammy's mouth, Eddie Kingston smacking the taste out of Sammy's mouth, Ty Conti probably smacked the taste out of his mouth a couple times. Like, it's just like so much stuff going on in AEW. Is it smart to be having cameras like that? But what do you just think about the All Access reality show as a whole?
Man, I think it's a great idea, and I can't wait to watch it, and I can't wait to get like this in depth. Like, I'm so excited I can't even talk. To get to see like these wrestlers I watch on Dynamite and sometimes Rampage, and very like once or so often on like YouTube. Can't wait to see it. Like just to get that inside. Like I wish WWE would do something like that. I can't do this, man. I was just playing. Ain't nobody caring about this. It's crazy that the most concrete, I'm trying to think of the most opposite of transparent, the most least transparent type of place where anything happened, well, I can't talk about it. I don't know what happened. Sammy and they fought back there. I don't know. You think I want to see that? You know what I mean? You keep
exactly.
And then the thing is, he made it an announcement like it was gonna be like some signing. I'm thinking Ring of Honor finna get like a weekly television show. No, AEW All Access. All right. You could have just said that on Twitter.
Right, exactly. I don't really think it's a great idea because
He could have replaced that tweet that he made to Ariel Hawani and could have made that tweet about All Access. That's what he could have did.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he didn't get a chance to. That was during the show. He didn't know that Ariel Hawani was out there.
Still, that's my point.
Sucking
He
the
ain't have to
with
say.
his friends. I just don't like the fact that what do we know about reality TV? At the end of the day, it's scripted. You know, some of the stuff is real, but 90% of the time it's just usually it's mainly staged. Why I'm not gonna believe you. I'm not gonna believe it. I'm not gonna.
They're gonna show you what they want you to see.
Exactly. If that's why we don't watch WWE biographies or documentaries anymore. You know, they're gonna tell you, man. I remember when Big Show told you got Paul White. I remember when I choked out Hulk Hogan with my bare hands. But then again, you know, that was how it was back in the day. You know, that's how we got our respect from our people. And then 2 days later, Hulk Hogan, that never happened to me, brother. I don't know where this came from. And then we got so much about, and then you got Denise Salcedo talking about it, about, yeah, I was there. I seen it happen exactly word for word. Like, it's hard to believe anything that's going on in some of this stuff. Justice says that All Access is just going to be another thing AEW has that I don't watch.
No.
That's facts, man. I'm going to watch it, but I'm going to take everything with a grain of salt. I don't want to watch.
We already know why you watch it.
Well, she's not going to be in the first episode, so there ain't no reason.
I'm going to just watch it till I see it.
I'll just watch it till I see it.
Look, and then I'll stop.
I got no choice. I ain't trying to watch Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara pretty much make out for an hour. I ain't trying to watch the Young Bucks make out for an hour. You know, it's just like I don't want to watch all that foolishness, to be honest with you. So I'll peep into it from time to time, but I always know that this is probably a little bit. I'll keep my skepticism about it. Do we want to talk about this? I don't want to talk about this. Devin,
it's AEW, man.
Let's get right into it, man. Jeff Hardy's license is suspended for 10 years. The DUI case has been closed. Jeff Hardy will serve no jail time. Although his license will be suspended for the next decade and he'll get 38 days credit for his time served in the county jail as part of his sentence. He spent the month in the county jail. Dang. Well, it says that he was arrested June 28th in Florida, was charged with 1 count of DUI, his third offense, 1 count of driving under a suspended/canceled/revoked license, and 1 count of driving while his license was restricted. So his plea of not guilty would have faced up to 5 years in prison for the main charge, while the others were pretty much misdemeanors. So here is the full sentencing. Community service, court-mandated DUI school or drug rehab program. 2 years with an interlock device, okay, and a 90-day vehicle impoundment. 10-year suspension of his license, $4,586 in fines and court fees, 2 years probation, and 38 days time served. Any comment on this? Do you want to see Jeff Hardy wrestle again? I don't.
I really don't, because if he's not gonna adapt his style and also being in AEW, no, I don't. Because for one, I mean, he don't need to do it. You know, there's other avenues he could take. So and that avenue is not in the ring. So I don't want to see him back in the ring unless it's some type of way he can change his style.
I agree with that, but also, man, just stay away until you get better, man. Until you just get 100% better. Like, this WWE was just like, no, there's something wrong with this dude. No, I passed my drug test. I'm good. Let me go to AEW. And then this happens. This is the same thing that, you know, WWE was trying to prevent. They took safety precautions. I'm not trying to say they had the best intentions for the man, but it's definitely better than what AEW did. So, granted, you have no control on anybody, you know, when they come home after work. You know, that's out of your hands. You just, you know, wish the man got better. Wish the man gets better. Let's brighten up the mood. I was gonna bring up Mercedes Moné, but who wants to talk about her? She's out the country. Ain't that right, Devin?
Unfortunately, but hey, you know, she doing what she want to do.
She doing what she want to do, as I say it with tears in my eyes. Well, look, you got smoked last week. You got smoked. by Justin with this book, man. Destroyed. And looking at it right now, Justin is still on. So, man, look, Devin.
Let me get my LeBron. Stan, that picture. He was going against the Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had smoked him for a second, and he was just like, all right, you know what?
Look, please turn into LeBron for a split second. Get your mind right. Because let's be honest, I actually am prepared this time. I actually got 5 questions out already. So let me see what we have heard. Devin, question number 1. Matt and Jeff became wrestling fanatics after they watched WrestleMania 4. And as teenagers, they trained to wrestle on trampolines and soon promoted their own wrestling shows at arena high schools, outdoor fairs, and armories under the company name Omega. Matt and Jeff made their WWE debut in what year?
1997? No. Wait, hold on.
See, man, this dude he be giving me just numbers. He just guessing.
Forget you. I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't even gonna bring it up yet. Let's see if it pay off. Was it 1996?
Final answer.
Yes.
1994.
It's actually further back than I thought it was.
4. They were soon seen on Monday Night Raw against WWE's top talent. And in the late 90s is when they got their recognition. But they debuted in 1994. It was Curveball.
Look, I had more conviction about it this time, though. I wasn't like, I don't know.
I got you right here, man. This one you might get right. But you do know the man. He is 6 foot, 215 pounds, from Raleigh, North Carolina. Signature move, Shining Wizard. Title history, Cruiserweight Champion, World Tag Team Champion, European Champion, and Hardcore Champion. In 2006,
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You got the answer?
No. Give me everything, man.
Okay. In January 2006, he jumped to SmackDown and immediately captured the Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah. This was Gregory Helms, former the Hurricane.
Final answer?
Yes, sir.
Justin got it too. I'm sorry, I had to give him some props too. But yeah, that's correct.
Oh no, that's all good.
He says I never would have gotten that. Oh, the Hardy Boys went. Oh, look, man. It's all in the big book, man. Look, we're 1 and 2. One for 2 going on here. Let me see. Oh, it was on the same. I had it on the same page. Devin. The first mainstream I Quit match was pitted against who in this WrestleMania match? This is taking place in WrestleMania. I'm going to give you the exact WrestleMania.
Was it 15? Yeah. No, I'm sorry, not 15. I'm sorry. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Go ahead.
Now here, you can either get it right if you either give me the match or you can give me the correct WrestleMania.
Okay.
What was the first I Quit match? You don't even got to give me. You just give me one or the other.
Oh, 13. Wait, no, that was a submission match.
I Quit match.
You say it was at WrestleMania? You say it was at WrestleMania?
It was at WrestleMania. The first 13? Mainstream I Quit match. You could either give me the contestants, you could give me the match, or you could give me the WrestleMania number.
I hope Justin ain't saying nothing right.
I'm literally giving you like 3 different. Nah, Justin's has gone said anything so far. I gave this man like 3 different like side quests to the answer.
Say it one more time. I don't mean it like that. Just.
The first mainstream I Quit match in WWE history, pitted against who and who at this WrestleMania? I only ask you this question because you're the WrestleMania, pretty much the WrestleMania GOAT when it comes to all this. So I gotta throw some hard balls at you sometimes. If you had to go to your memory and think of any I Quit back deep in your memory, because it wasn't no JBL John Cena Judgment Day. It was.
So I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about that Royal Rumble match. There almost 13. I can't even talk right. 13. I'm gonna just throw out there WrestleMania 13.
Final answer?
Yes.
You were close. WrestleMania 11. Does it ring a bell at all? Not yet?
It's not.
Here, I'm going to read the sentence off. The first mainstream I Quit match in WWE history pitted Bret the Hitman Hart taking on Bob Backlund at WrestleMania 11. Oh, look at that. Just in time.
Well, you know what?
Slips in the last second before I can even get the sentence out. Slips in the
You know what? WrestleMania 11, man, look, that was 1995. Dang.
Hey, man,
that's what I got to say.
I was over here giving this man, I was tossing it up for the man sometimes. Sometimes I just got to, no, Devin, no. Gotta put that ball down, bro. Ball in my court. Let's see what we have her.
All I know is I ain't pump faking.
I ain't pump faking.
Either we miss or we go in. We won't take this shot. We ain't finna be like, we ain't doing all that,
This.
I hope nobody takes that.
This is gonna be racist. I think that's just probably soil one of the answers right there. This wrestler was 5'9", 206 pounds, from Austell, Georgia. Signature move, corkscrew 450 splash. In August 2006, this newcomer appeared on SmackDown and showed he's not the one to ask where to find good Chinese food. That's right there. Bro, there's so many hits. That's just
like, you got me answering this. You said 2006?
Yeah. Here. I'm going to read this slowly because you are tweaking if you get this wrong. This man, 5'9", 206 pounds, from Austell, Georgia. Corkscrew 450 splash is his move. No title history as of this book being made. In August 2006, this newcomer appeared on SmackDown and showed that he's not the one to ask where to find good Chinese food.
My brain doesn't really remember this tasteful moment.
I'm gonna see, did he actually win? Because I think he actually did win the title. I know he's fought for it a couple times. Nope, never won a WWE title. Wow, I'm shocked.
Dang, I really I remember stuff like this, man. 2006, right? Okay. 2006. This is a tough one. I said I wasn't gonna pump fake, but shoot, I can't get a sky hook, none of that stuff.
I can't get a sky hook, he said.
Then he gonna have me looking bad out here if I just throw somebody out there and just no, he was trying to be like a cowboy though. Where'd you get these? You know what? Am I even gonna put this on you?
I'm just reading it from the book, man. This you ever seen Family Odd Parents? This is the rules, man. I'm just reading the rules, man.
It's the bull job. That's what it is. I don't hate you, but I have a strong dislike for you at this current moment.
Man, I am sleeping.
And Hey, I see. I just don't remember nothing like this right now. Like maybe my brain was just perfect. Like it just filters out some stuff like that. And I just remember like the great stuff, like Rey Mysterio getting his head, smashed and all that.
So is this no answer? Is what I'm hearing?
This, yeah, I, yeah.
All right, the answer, Jimmy.
Wait, was it Jimmy Wang Yang?
It was Jimmy Wang Yang.
I was thinking that. But see, look here. You know what? Let me calm down. See, the reason why I didn't think that because I kept thinking about that gimmick. The last gimmick I saw that man had, it was like some cowboy gimmick. He came out like with a like a tank top shirt on with some jeans with a cowboy hat on. That's what I remember.
Oh, Justin got it wrong as well. It's both 1 and 3.
I don't feel so bad.
And I'll tell you, this is directly from the book. The book.
I was gonna say Jimmy Wang Yang, man. Oh well.
Here, this should be an easy one. This should be an easy one. This woman has never been afraid to show off her assets. After debuting in ECW in June 2006, the beautiful lady gained instant popularity with her expose segments. Unfortunately, her then boyfriend, Mike Knox, failed to see the fun and interrupted her.
Was this Kelly?
Final answer?
Yes.
It is Kelly.
I actually do remember that for some reason.
So, I know you remember it. It's cool. As soon as I said the assets, you already knew.
I'm saying, see, he's trying to make me look bad in front of the wrestling guys. Like, you listening to him?
In front of the wrestling guys.
Y'all listening to him? Punish him, not me. Oh, they've been treating me pretty good, especially last year. Hopefully, we can continue that. It was like, you got Roman as champion? Evan, I'm gonna give you a little more. I was like, sure, you ain't say nothing but a word, dog. I dapped him up. I was like, hey, thank you.
Should I even give you this? I feel like this is bad.
Hit me with your best shot.
All right, here it goes. Here it goes. This man, 6'5", 262 pounds. Shout out to Justin. He got it right as well. Lance Cade. Well, I already gave out the answer. Now I got to switch over. It's your fault, Justin. I said the man's name. I said Lance Cade.
Say, man. No, me, I would have been like, Lance Storm.
See, I knew I should have put out an extra. I knew I should have had an extra question reserved.
Chipolumbo?
I
need another Chipolumbo moment this year, man.
Here we go.
They used to crack me up when they would come out. They had like that R&B sounding song. Yeah. Right.
Here, I'm about to end this right here. I'm about to end this man's whole career. They lie, they cheat, they steal. Despite their immoral qualities, Los Guerreros was one of the most popular tag teams of their time. Eddie started teaming with his nephew Chavo during the summer of what year?
2003. No. Wait, hold on. Huh?
When?
What am I stuttering? 2003.
Final answer?
Yes.
You're like, don't hurt yourself.
My final answer.
Final answer?
Yes, sir.
2002. 2002. Devin, you are 2 of 5 today. What is going on?
Look. I was close though. 2003, 2002.
Justin got it wrong. He said 2004. Both of you guys. 2 of 5.
Look, I'm over here. Somebody else.
Look, Devin, to add this up. Look, to add up this man's already. He went 0 for 3 last week. Had to give him 2 questions. Went 2 of 5. This man has been 4 of 10 this past week, this past couple weeks. 4 of 10. I don't know about y'all, but that's 40%, you know. It's kind of a failure if if you're in a classroom.
Kind of a failure. See, man, it's all good though.
You know what else was a failure? Me seeing Jamie Hader on Tuesday, bro. What could
I do
differently, man? What could I have done differently? You're so funny, Devin.
This man. He don't do his morning checkups on his car, man. His car probably was telling him, like, hey, man, I know we trying to see Jamie, but, like, I really need you to check this out. And he was like, shut up, car. You going to see Jamie 80? You probably slammed your door.
I went door dashing before then. I think that was the problem. I was door dashing. I was like, you know what? Before I leave, let me make some money. Let me make some extra few bucks. Because, I ain't finna go over there with no steak breath. So let me buy the top of the line gum.
Instead of just brushing his teeth, but okay.
I mean, no, I brushed my teeth 3 times before I left the house. I brushed my teeth 3 times. Not only did I brush my teeth 3 times, I flossed. I got the mouthwash. Man, bro,
oh, okay.
I even went to the dentist before. I was like, hey, man, look, hook me up, man. Because I'm finna meet Jamie Hader. I couldn't even tell them what I was. They was like, so what do you got planned today? Over here, got the they got the lady wasn't even giving me the little saliva thing. I just got me Jamie Hader. We've been getting married forever. Like I'm telling you, bro. Forever. But look, man, I already know. Because if I would have seen her, I would have just straight up. First off, let me tell you. Not only would I have went crazy, not only was I going to waste this speech, because I had a speech. But since it's not being said to her, I'm going to say it right here. Look, Jamie, you miss me. You miss me, and I miss you. Look, let's not miss each other again. Let's do this the right way. Look, man, I'm gonna hit you with the flowers. Look, man, whatever Adam Cole be doing with Britt Baker, screw that. Let me be your baby, man. Because look, they call me Buzz Lightyear. Because I take you to infinity and beyond, girl. Look. You know what I'm saying? And I keep you hot. Phoenix is hot because I'm here. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just hot because, the weather, the temperature. No, it was me. I'm sorry. You want me to leave? I'll leave. But you got to leave with me. Look, Jamie. Let's get married. Let's have these 3.5 babies. Let's take on the world, man. Let me be your manager.
Get 3.5 kids.
Man, let me be your Stokely Hathaway, girl. Let me be your Stokely. Yeah, you like that? Yeah, let's dance out. Hey, then we would have started dancing because it was at the bookstore. I would have hit her with that. You want me to get up? You want me to? Can you hear this music, or am I just dancing to myself?
You know what? It's crazy. Like I hear it, but it's like you just hear like the drum in a way, but like I can't really. It's like watching an old man dance to
is that a little better?
Boxes.
Do I got a
You can kind of, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't think it really here. This is the Hill Turn Podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
That's enough of that. But Devin, is there anything you want to say when save this show from what was just happening?
I will try my best. Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling gods. I was not in any relation to what you just priorly witnessed. I mean, look, as I always say, is my my disclaimer. I never, I won't condemn, but I also won't condone. So I mean, there's a little gray area in there, and once you find that spot, then you see what I'm saying. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's one of them days, it's one of them days. And on the trivias, I've been kind of missing and stuff, but it's all good because it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish that thing. Just because January, February, March, April, heck, even May, they can be horrible. But if you could turn it around after that, who cares? But I like to send my apologies, my deepest Condolences to Isaiah's shattered dreams. No gold dust. But I tell him like every day. I don't know why he just won't listen. And I at some point I get kind of tired. Trying to like tell him, what I know can help him. I keep telling him like it's gonna be another day. It's gonna be another time. But you gotta be prepared for that moment. You can't receive nothing if your hand ain't open for it. If I hand you a gift card and you don't have your hand open for it, I can't give it to you. If Jamie Hayter gonna be in town another time, if you ain't prepared, if you ain't doing no monthly, car checkups and and things of that matter, then you just some things just ain't gonna happen. But that's life, because once the next time come, he'll know. We got this little bet going on. If he see he get his second attempt at seeing Jamie Hayter before I see Liv Morgan one day, hey, watch me. Get it? You know what I'm saying? Watch me. But yeah, that's all I got to say, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that the advice that I have gave Isaiah's, can help anybody else that's listening. Just because you probably got out on the bed on the wrong side today, don't mean you can't do it tomorrow. Just because your car didn't start today, don't mean it won't start next week. Obviously after you get it fixed. But yeah, that's all I got to say, ladies and gentlemen. It's been Devin Ugly Crimes giving you your optimism and your weekly dose of hope. And that's all I got to say. Tried my best. There was a lot of damage done by my co-host. I don't even know what to say after this. Isaiah Jackson Jr., I hand it back over to you.
I can't stand this, man. Man, the words of Dwayne Johnson, man. In the words of Dwayne Johnson. I couldn't even get it out all the way, man. I couldn't even get it out all the way.
I thought you was going to look at everything I just said and say, it doesn't matter what you think.
Exactly. That's exactly what I took from this, man.
Wow. See, man.
But, as always,
ladies and gentlemen.
Follow us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts. Check out Justice Podcast because Justin is amazing. Justin is straight awesome, man. He said, much love to you guys, man. Much love to you always, man. You're hilarious. You're awesome. I will eventually
keep me on my toes.
I'll eventually recover. Obviously, there won't be any wedding invitations going out there just yet. You guys have to wait a little bit for that. So
Hey, if we do, could we do like Teddy Long and what's her name did on SmackDown when it was on UPN?
Yo. If me and Jamie Hayter ever get married, I'm 100% positive I'm gonna be Teddy Long. I'm 100% positive because I won't believe it. I won't believe it. I'm gonna be sitting there and who usually does the weddings? We need a guy. Booker T. We'll have Booker T go out there and do it. Booker T look like how to do a wedding. He's gonna be like, is there anybody that don't want these two suckers to be married? I'll be like, I'm gonna look around. It's gonna be silent. I'm gonna look, touch the heart, touch the chest.
I know who I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get Bray Wyatt to do your wedding.
You're gonna get Bray Wyatt to do my wedding. The light's gonna go off. It's turn on. It's gonna be like John Cena with his face is all bleeding. He gonna be like under the bride's dress.
You gonna have that lights out wedding? Mountain Dew.
Lights out wedding. Sponsored by Mountain Dew. Sponsored by Mountain Dew and Walking Dead. As I'm getting splattered on by water, zombies are eating me. I'm just like,
it'd be something you've never seen before.
Look,
see,
but all in all, thank you so much for listening. We will recover after our heartbreak. Well, mainly my heartbreak. I think we've been on here for a good hour plus. I think this has been an hour and a half. This is an hour and a half show. We obviously got to do better with time management, but there was a lot going on. We had too much fun. And as always, thank you for listening.